If you struggle with anxiety, fear of failure, or a deep sense of insecurity, the modern world offers a very specific explanation. We are taught that the people we are today were forged by our past experiences. If your parents were overly critical, you developed low self-esteem. If you experienced a severe failure early on, you became risk-averse. The cause happened then. The effect is happening now. This cause and effect model of human behavior is known as etiology. It was heavily popularized by Sigmund Freud, and it operates on a simple, backward-looking premise. To understand your present pain, you have to excavate your past trauma. We cling to this explanation because it provides immense psychological comfort. It tells us that our flaws and our unhappiness are the direct results of things that happened to us. It assures us that our current situation is entirely understandable, and most importantly, it is not our fault. But etiology contains a hidden trap. The past is fixed. If your entire present personality is dictated by historical events that you can never go back and change, then you are a permanent victim of your own timeline. You are paralyzed by a script that has already been written. Among Freud's contemporaries was another physician named Alfred Adler. He is often recognized as the third giant of early 20th century psychology. But Adler completely rejected Freud's deterministic view of human nature. Adler introduced a premise so abrasive that it still shocks people today. He argued that trauma, acting as an inescapable force that dictates your behavior, does not actually exist. Adler didn't deny that terrible, painful things happen to people. His argument was that no past experience is a sufficient cause of our present success or failure. We do not suffer from the shock of our experiences. Instead, we make out of them whatever suits our current purposes. This creates an uncomfortable mystery. If our past trauma is not pushing us from behind, what invisible force is actually dictating how we behave right now? Adler's answer is a concept called teleology. Instead of looking backward at causes, teleology is the study of purpose and future goals. This timeline visualizes the exact difference. Under Freud's etiology, a past cause pushes an effect forward into the present. Adler takes that timeline and snaps it in reverse. You are not being pushed by your past, you are being pulled forward by a goal you want to achieve right now. By isolating the present moment, teleology reveals that your current emotions are not involuntary reactions bubbling up from historical wounds. They are tools. You are actively constructing your anger, your sadness, or your fear in real time to achieve a specific outcome. Realizing that you manufacture your own behaviors destroys the comfort of etiology, but it replaces passive victimhood with active creation. You are the architect of your reactions. Let's apply this to a specific case. Imagine a young man who wants to leave his house, but the moment he reaches for the doorknob, he suffers from severe palpitations. His hands shake. His anxiety is crippling. A traditional Freudian diagnosis would trace this back to his childhood. Perhaps he was abused or faced severe public humiliation. That trauma is the cause, and the anxiety preventing him from leaving his room is the effect. Adler's teleological approach flips this entirely. The young man isn't staying inside because he has debilitating anxiety. He is actively manufacturing a state of anxiety to achieve his goal of staying inside. Why would anyone choose to do that? Because staying inside serves a purpose. By locking himself away, he avoids the risk of going out into the world, facing rejection, or realizing he might be average. Simultaneously, his condition ensures his parents will continue to worry about him and give him special attention. Adler called this the life lie. We invent negative emotions, and we point to our past or our environment as the culprit, specifically to avoid dealing with the difficult tasks of living. It is a highly effective excuse mechanism. Admitting that you are weaponizing your own anxiety or anger is a tough pill to swallow. It strips away all your excuses. But it also gives you complete agency, because if you are the one manufacturing the emotion to serve a hidden goal, you are also the one who can dismantle it. This raises the ultimate question: why do we invent these elaborate life lies in the first place? Adler's theory provides a blunt answer. All problems are interpersonal relationship problems. We engineer these avoidance strategies because we are terrified of being rejected. We are driven by a deeply ingrained, toxic desire to be praised and recognized by the people around us. When we fear we won't get that approval, we retreat. To dismantle this fear, Adler proposes the separation of tasks. You draw a strict boundary between your responsibilities and everyone else's. You are responsible for your actions. Whether someone approves of you is their task. Attempting to manipulate their opinion is a trespass. Constantly seeking recognition forces you into an endless cycle of living other people's lives to meet their expectations. True freedom requires accepting that other people are allowed to be disappointed in you. You have to let them own their feelings. Many models operate on a psychology of possession. They focus on what you have been given, the traumas you experienced, the environment you were born into, or the talents you lack. Adlerian psychology is a psychology of use. It cares exclusively about what you choose to do with the equipment you have right now. Adler states that life in general has no inherent meaning. The universe does not offer a pre-written script. That means you are completely free to assign your life a new meaning, starting this exact second, regardless of anything that happened yesterday. Real happiness and personal freedom are not found by securing universal praise or hiding behind a carefully crafted life lie. Freedom is the courage to be disliked. It is the willingness to move forward while letting other people hold on to their own disapproval. You do not lack the ability to live a fulfilling life. You don't need a better past, and you don't need to be fixed. You only need the courage to drop your excuses, change your goal, and take your first step forward.